PLL is the last step of the CFOP method and has a total of 21 cases. And in this video I'll cover what I believe are the best algorithms for each case with the correct finger tricks. But before learning these, make sure you know to look PLL. Now if you have any questions, please check the pinned comment. Now we're gonna start off with edges only PLLs, which means that the corners are already solved. We're starting with one of my favorites, the UA perm. Note that the edge to the right isn't opposite to the corners and the edge on the left is. When doing this algorithm, this bar will do a U2 move. The algorithm is pretty long, but it becomes super easy if you look at what we're doing. Starting in home grip, we take out this pair, push, put it in the back, take out the pair in the back, insert the pair in the front again, and then drag in the pair in the back. Now we have the UB perm, edge to the right is opposite and the edge on the left isn't. For this algorithm, the bar will stay in place. Now you may recognize this algorithm from my beginner PLL video, but this time we have an R3 in here. Seems pretty daunting, but it's really easy, just follow along. Gonna start with thumb on top. Right now our hand is in the position to do a rolling R3, making sure you roll it with your index finger right here. Push and going back. Now for the H perm, the edges are always opposite to the corners, and you can also do this algorithm from any angle. The algorithm is super simple, the only trick is to always double flick the M2 moves. So ring, middle, double flick the U2 as well, ring, middle. For the Z perm, we have a checkerboard pattern on both sides of the cube. These two edges need to switch and these two edges right here. So make sure you hold it like this and not like this. When doing this algorithm, the corners will do a U prime. I use my middle finger for the single flicks. Double flick once again. Middle finger, double flick, double flick. Next up we have 3 PLLs where we're only solving the corners. We're doing these first because they're pretty simple. For the AA perm, we have this 2x2 block over here and headlights in the back. But just from this angle we know we have an AA perm if these two pieces are opposite. Now the key to finger tricking A perms is double flicking the D2 moves by either doing ring, pinky or pinky, ring. We're starting with an X rotation like this, so just re-gripping the left hand. Going down, D2, inserting this pair, D2, and going back. Next up we have the AB perm, so block in the same place but headlights to the right this time, or looking at these two pieces, if they're not opposite, we have an AB perm. The algorithm is really similar, once again, regrouping like this, R2, D2, RU, R prime, D2, and then going back in one motion like that. Now we have the E perm, these two corners need to swap and these two corners right here, but the way to recognize it is this is the only PLL without any sort of bar. When doing an E perm, you need to make sure that these two colors are the same, so you cannot do it on this side right here because these two colors aren't the same. When doing this algorithm, the edges stay in place. We're starting with an X prime rotation. We're gonna use our ring finger for the D moves, but making sure you hold it in this position right here. Push. RU, R prime once again, and now do the same thing with your ring finger, D, insert, and D prime. Now we're gonna see 6 adjacent swap PLLs, and what that means is we have headlights and these two corners need to swap. Now we have 4 more adjacent swap PLLs at the end of this video, but they're G perms, they're pretty difficult, so I made sure they're separate. Now starting with the T perm, we have headlights to the left, bar here, N bar here, but quick tip, if the edge is opposite to the corner, you can check from this side that it is a T-perm. Now you may know this algorithm from beginner PLL, but this time I'm gonna show you how to finger trick it like a pro. We're gonna start with a pinch regrip like this, doing a sexy move, hiding the pair, inserting this pair. Now you can use the middle finger to avoid overworking, or you can just double flick using the index, taking out the pair, F prime. Now if you know the T-perm, you pretty much know the F-perm as well. You recognize the F-perm by having one big bar on one side and nothing else on the other sides. Now the F-perm has an entire T-perm in the middle minus the last move. So we're starting with R prime, U prime, F prime. We're in the pinch grip right now, so we can just do our T-perm. But right now when we have this pair over here, we can just push here and then inserting the pair like so. Now we have the all-time favorite PLL, the JB perm. So we have this kind of J shape right here. Big bar, small bar, small bar. Now when doing this algorithm, this bar will do a U move like that, or these two pieces stay in place. Now the algorithm is pretty much a T-perm, but the end part is moved to the front, which makes the algorithm a bit easier, as you will find out. So we're starting in a pinch grip once again. This time we can do R, U, R prime, F prime with your thumb. Sexy move, R prime, F, and inserting the pair like so. Then we have the JA perm, which is also called the L perm, because this time we have this big block over here, which will stay in place when we do the algorithm. We're starting with a regrip into R2, F, R, thumb for the F prime, R, U2, wide R prime, U2. This is the RA perm. You have headlights right here, a bar here, but this time no bar in the back. Now you can quickly tell that it's not a T-perm if the edge isn't opposite to the corners. Now for this algorithm, this corner stays in place or the headlights do a U-turn. Starting from home grip, R, U prime, R prime. Now during this U prime, regrip, R, U, R, D, holding the ring finger in place, R prime, U prime, R, pushing back, R prime, U2, R prime. For the RB perm, we have the bar to the other side of the headlights. For the algorithm I'm gonna show you, we hold the headlights facing you and this edge will stay in place, or the headlights will do a U move. Starting with thumb on top, R prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, sexy move while regripping, R prime, F prime, R2. Now we're gonna take a look at diagonal swap PLLs, which means that there are no headlights and these two corners need to swap. Now we've already seen one of them, which was the E-perm, but now we have 4 more. Starting off with the Y-perm, bar here, and nothing else on the other sides. Now for this algorithm, you could potentially start from pinch grip, but a lot of people prefer to just regrip because you have a stronger grip over the cube right now. Starting with F, inserting the pair. For this U prime, use your middle finger right here, reinserting the pair into this OLL. So sexy, regrip, sledge, ending with your left index finger is probably best, but you can also use your thumb if that feels better. Now we have the NA perm, so we have bars and an opposite corner on each of the sides. The algorithm is the longest PLL out there, but you already know it because it has an entire JB perm in there. You could start this algorithm in pinch grip doing middle for the second U into JB perm. Alternatively, you can push right here and then do the JB perm from this grip You just do the JB perm like you would normally do it, like no difference at all. Just at this point, you do U2 and then inserting the pair. Next up we have the MB perm, so the pattern is exactly the same, but this time the corner is to the right. Now the MB perm is notorious for being the most difficult PLL, but I actually ended up choosing an algorithm that's pretty reliable and easy to finger trick. It's also the one that Yihang Wang uses, #1 of the world. So starting from home grip, you can either drag the first U, or you can push it with your left hand, like this. Push. And now we're just solving this pair in the back. Regrip during U prime, just like that. Next up, the V perm. It looks like an A perm from this side, but both of the corners are opposite to the block, and obviously we don't have any headlights. There's a lot of algorithms for the V perm, but I chose the one that is clearly the favorite of all of the pros. Starting with a regrip. Hold the left index finger in this place, right ring finger for the D move, lefty ring D while regripping, R prime, and now we can push with both of these fingers right here and finish off the algorithm like this. Now we have the notorious G perm, so we always have headlights and a bar somewhere on the cube not attached to the headlights. Now all of the algorithms I'm gonna show you are RUD and the headlights stay in place. Starting with the GA perm, we have headlights to the left and a bar right here. Starting from home grip, we can do a rolling R2, push, going back, rolling R2 once again. Now simultaneous DU prime and a push with the left hand. Next up we have the GB perm, headlights, but this time the block is in the back right here. You can also notice that we have this H perm pattern right here, except for this corner. We're starting with a D move with the left hand right here, holding this finger in place. Push both fingers with the left hand while regripping. Push. Roll. And going back. For the GC perm, we have the bar in the back right here. Starting with a D move while regripping the right hand. R2. First U with index, second U with middle finger, rolling R2, and now your left hand is in a position to push both layers and insert the pair. And now we have most people's favorite G perm, the GD perm. Headlights and bar right here. You can start from pinch grip right here, but if you have any pre-AUF, I advise you to regrip during the pre-AUF, and you can start from this position right here. Sexy move, U prime D together, holding the ring finger in place, R2, roll, and going back. Drag, R2, push. Make sure to use discount code CUBE at thecubicle.com for a huge discount. Thanks for using this video to learn your PLLs, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao guys.